Hello, online students. I have some important information for you about some date changes. And of course, whenever we talk about date changes, we're talking about doing them in your favor, right? In your favor. It's been such a long time since I talked to you. I really wanted to just kind of take a minute and say hello. I see you out there working, and I want you to know that. Okay, I want you to know that I see all your efforts and your emails are coming through, and keep that up. Keep that momentum going. The month of April begins this week, and it'll be gone before we know it. And you know, the semester end, last week of classes, the very end of April, and then final exam week is that first part of May. So you're in that homing stretch, but keep your momentum high, keep your energy level high. Okay, so let me go back to my screen here and talk about these date changes. In your calendar, in your schedule, you know that we're working on about a chapter a week. And this week we should be beginning chapter 9. Now, I base the pace of this course very much on my interactions with the students in the traditional classes. And so I get a kind of a feel for how we're doing. And chapter 7 is a very, very, very important chapter. In fact, it affects our ability to really conquer the concepts in these other chapters. So I feel like we need to spend maybe just one more week. I'm going to excuse me, because I'm also fighting a little bit of a cold here, and so maybe this kind of helps us all. But if you can, so what we're going to do is, instead of having the exam this weekend, I'm going to delay that exam by 1 week. Okay, so please make note of that. You will see these date changes, most importantly, in Connect. So as you come into Connect, you're used to seeing the due date right here, and you will first notice that your homework due dates have been extended by 1 week. So your homework is not due until April the 7th, okay? And you'll see that the test, here's the time frame for the test. It becomes available at 5 a.m. on April the 8th, and then it will close on April the 10th at 11:55. Now, naturally, I'll be giving you some instructions prior to that, but I want you to update your schedule so that you can be aware of this. It gives you some extra time, so hopefully that will work out well for you. Now, also, out here in your quizzes, don't forget that you have your Chapter 7 quiz, and see, you have until April the 7th on that, and also your Chapter 8 and 9 quiz, and those two things really go together. We'll talk more about, you probably see this coming, this SLO, Student Learning Objective Quiz. We'll talk more about that later. But for now, concentrate on Chapter 7 and the Chapter 8/9 quiz, okay? One other place where you've got an extension is in your Learning Project 4, which is, again, some more work with YouTube videos. And I cannot emphasize enough the importance of the help that you'll receive on these YouTube videos. So let me close all this up. Naturally, I'm not going to play a YouTube video within another YouTube video. However, I want you to remember that these are labeled. This one helps with Chapter 7, and it's going to be the normal model, okay? This one helps with Chapter 7, and again, the normal model, some instructions for either working in Excel or working on your TI-83. A lot of these have calculator examples in them, and we're going to go on down, help with Chapter 8 and the central limit theorem, again, additional parts of that. Lots of good information. I think you will really like the videos that she does. She is excellent at explaining and walking you through some of these examples as we move into confidence models. Very, very, very important information here, okay? So I wanted you to be aware of the date changes and remind you of these resources. As you are doing, and as you should keep doing, talk to me if you have questions. But exam number 4 has been delayed by 1 week. Homework has been delayed by 1 week. Ask questions. Let me put this up here. Ask questions via pause, email. Let me get this up there, if you need help. Okay, and I'll be glad to help you out. So hang in there, keep the momentum high, and we will see you online. And I'm watching you guys out there, and you're doing a great job.